What's going on, guys? Today, as you saw on the title screen, we're making some snowflakes. Anyways, we only need today your scissors and regular sheet of notebook paper. We're going to be talking about lines of symmetry a little bit. We can make snowflakes that have 4 even parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make ones that have 8 different parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8 got cut off a little bit, but they are still symmetrical. Symmetrical means if you put it in a mirror, it would reflect back the same. So it is the same from left to right, or it could be the same top to bottom. And wherever that reflection point is, which, let me give you a hint with these, it's going to be wherever you have folded, is going to be a line of symmetry. So the part folds over and it is almost exactly over the top. That is a line of symmetry, as is that line. So we have multiple lines of symmetry in each of these snowflakes. We are going to work on a 6-sided snowflake. So it is going to be 6 of the same side. We're going to take our sheet of standard size notebook paper. If you do not have unlined paper, use lined paper. It's not going to look as nice, but we'll make do. Using your top corner, fold up. The bottom should then line up with that top section and make a nice corner. What I like to do when I make a fold is, when I'm sure that it's the right, I use a pen or a pencil to rub, and that's called burnishing. Then we're pretty much making this rectangle into a square. We don't need this part here. So what do you think we're going to do if we don't need it? We are going to cut. And I'm going to show you the process. And then you can go off on your own and fly like a bird and make your own. And I want to see you make a couple different snowflakes. I want at least one 6-sided snowflake. That's what we're working on here. And then you can do a 4 or an 8. Sometimes they don't turn out as good as you think they're going to. This was one of mine. Kind of not a huge fan. Looks like a piece of Swiss cheese maybe. That explosion in the middle is kind of cool. But that's part of what art is. It is experimenting, exploring, and improving as you go on. So then we have a piece of paper that's a square, folded in half already. We're going to fold it in half once more. And it may not fold exactly in half, but we are going to get it as close as we possibly can. And we want to fold this so that it pretty much folds into the middle. So finding the middle point. If you need to take a pencil or something and make a light mark where the middle is roughly, you can do that. Point again, and then little point again. Oh! And as you can see here, it's tough to get this to line up exactly. It's okay. We are not looking for exact, perfect stuff. You're going to want to remember where your book fold is, so where everything opens up from, because you're not going to want to cut that completely. So we are going to want to leave this line here, where everything opens up, with some points connecting. In fact, most of the stuff that you do, you're going to want to just cut a little bit. You don't want to get too close to the opposite side, because if you cut it across, you can have a disaster and everything might come apart. For these little pieces we're cutting off, you do not want to leave them all over your living room or wherever you're doing this project. In fact, you might want to cut this directly over your kitchen trash can if you are working from home. So I'm just making some simple cuts, pretty much an angle, making a V cut, and then it pretty much becomes a triangle based on where the edge of my paper is. We want to work with good craft. That means we're not just ripping. If we don't make a cut that goes all the way through, we go back in and we just try to cut again. It comes right out for you. Craft is very important. In craft, when we're drawing, means drawing clean lines, nice shading, nice coloring. Craft here just means nice cutting. Starting with some nice folds, as nice as you can possibly do. Is everybody going to make an awesome looking snowflake? Not necessarily, but it's completely possible if we just work a little bit slower and think about what we're doing. Right. You can kind of see it's coming a little bit unfolded here at the end, which is going to affect how symmetrical everything is on the outer edge. So this is the way I chose to cut mine. And you don't have to cut in any specific way. We're just experimenting and playing with these snowflake shapes. We got it's a pretty cool looking snowflake. And you can see the lines of symmetry, which means these shapes are all going to be the same left to right inside of each part, but then also when we fold it, they're going to be the same left to right. And you can do whatever you want with these. A lot of people like to just take them and mount them on a sheet of paper, use it as a card. Some people like to hang them from a string, have them hanging in a classroom. Maybe you can put a bunch of them together, have like a bulletin board. Maybe put a couple on your mom's fridge. Have it nice and happy, happy, happy for the holidays. Really, that is up to you. I like putting a bunch of snowflakes together because one snowflake by itself is just a sad snowflake. Anyways, I hope you guys have fun with this. It should not take a ton of time, but I do want to see at least 3 snowflakes from you. And if you mess up or it doesn't look that great, just try making another one. Have a good one. Can't wait to see what you guys send me. Mr. Stevenson saying, have a good day. Bye.